Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is The Wealthy Sailor. I am John, and this is the channel that we talk about financing, saving, budgeting, some business stuff, investment stuff, things like that. You also get to track my progress as I try to achieve financial goals that I set for myself and I share with you on the channel as I grow and as I learn more. So today I want to talk about hidden benefits. So if you've watched it, a little while ago I made a video about the added perks to the two credit cards I have, my American Express and my Chase Sapphire Preferred. And the thing is that I realized while doing research for that video that I get quite a lot of perks with that. So then I started thinking about what other perks do you get if you sign up with different things. So I'm going to talk about some credit card ones. I'm going to talk about some car insurance ones. But before I do all that, I want to emphasize that if you're not the type of person that can have a credit card without having a balance or revolving balance on that credit card, then none of the perks are worth it for you to have the credit card. Simple fact is that you can use these perks of credit cards if you're not going to have a revolving balance on the credit card. But if you are, then it's cheaper just to not get the credit card and just pay for whatever the difference of the perks would be. Okay, so I looked up a bunch of stuff, and the simple fact is that there's tons of programs out there that give you tons of perks. So I'm just going to talk about some of the major ones that I found right now. One is free price protection. This is if you use a credit card to buy something and then the price goes down afterwards. Usually there's a time period attached to it, maybe 60 days is the standard that I saw, and it's up to a certain amount of dollar amount per year. So the one amount I saw was $500 per year. So it'll price protect and give you the difference on whatever you purchased if the price of it went down within 60 days after purchase, and you haven't already used up the $500 or whatever allowance you have per year on that program. It's a nice thing. I have to admit I've never used it before. Generally speaking, once I purchase something, I don't continue to watch the price of it, so I probably should because it's a benefit that I'm not using, but I don't do it. A lot of credit cards offer you an extended return period policy. So let's say you have a 30-day return period from the store you bought something from, or if you bought online. Well, sometimes some cards will offer you up to 60 days on top of that. There's a total limit, but it's not bad. Also, a lot of credit cards will offer you an extended warranty. When you're at checkout and they ask you if you want to buy the extended warranty, well, if you use a certain credit card for it, like my Chase Sapphire actually does come with this, then it's covered for, I think, 180 days after purchase. They will then cover it. So I know I like that feature. I have used that feature. It comes in handy, and it saves me money because I don't have to buy all these extended warranties. But it's really up to you on whether or not you want to use that or not. Another thing is my Chase Sapphire will also offer protection against porch pirates. Like if somebody steals something while it's in shipping, then they also offer protection against it. I've never had to use it because generally all my purchases are off Amazon or BestBuy.com. And if I contact them directly, they usually just send out something new free of charge, no problem. But if that doesn't work, you can always use the credit card protection policy that comes with it. Another thing that I found that a lot of credit cards offer is free theft and insurance protection against a product. So if you buy something, it's kind of like having renter's insurance on that specific thing. However, there's a set time that's good for. A lot of times it's measured in like 1 to 3 years. It has an insurance policy on it. The thing is that it doesn't replace renter's insurance or homeowner's insurance or private property insurance or an umbrella insurance company, whatever you choose to have. But you still need a primary insurance thing for everything overall, not just rely on your card, because your card has a claims limit. So like let's say you buy an engagement ring, a TV, and a computer all in the same year, and all three of them get stolen when somebody breaks your house or whatever, then you're only going to get probably the cheapest one covered, not all of them. So you still need a umbrella policy or renter's insurance, homeowner's insurance, something like that to cover all your other stuff. Most credit cards actually offer free insurance when you rent a car. I know that can save you a lot of money because I know when you rent cars, they try to scare you into getting their insurance. You don't need to get their insurance. Also, a lot of car insurance policies will cover you with a rental car. So find out if your car insurance covers that or if your credit card does, so you don't get tricked into or talked into buying a policy that you just don't need. Okay, so something that I didn't know and I don't really use is that when you go into like ChaseSapphire.com or AmericanExpress.com, they actually have their own like web stores, and on the web stores they have travel like a travel interface that's linked up with other stuff, so you can actually get pretty good deals on those websites if you use the card that is associated with that. Now the thing is that my card, I get 10% off up until a certain dollar amount each year of travel points if I use their travel services. The thing is that a lot of times Kayak or Travelocity, whatever, is still cheaper. But I always look into it to see if I can get something cheaper on there if I cash in my points and stuff like that. Almost every credit card you have will offer you a free FICO score. I think it's every 6 months or so. I know every time I open up chase.com to pay my bill, my credit score is prominently shown. Now I know Credit Karma offers you a free credit score, but it's not a FICO credit score. It's close, but it's going to be off by a little bit. In fact, sometimes I've heard being off by more than 20 points, where Credit Karma shows you 20 points higher than what you actually are. In order to get your FICO score, you pretty much need to go with a financial institution. Well, I know Chase and American Express both offer when you first open up their web pages to pay your bills or whatever. When you open up your account, your credit score is prominently shown, so it really helps me keep track of stuff, and also helps me see like the difference between what Credit Karma is showing and what the reality is. Okay, so this is the last one just about credit card perks, and this is that credit cards oftentimes have coupons attached to them. So I don't know the process with all of them, but I'll tell you the process with Chase. You open up the website and it has offers. Pretty much every day it has offers, and each offer lasts for maybe a week or so. So every day there's new offers cycling through, with all of them cycling through within 7 to 14 days. So like right now, if I was home, I would use this. They have one for Buffalo Wild Wings where it's 10% off any purchase. So what you do is you go in there, you click it, you activate that coupon, and then when you use your card at Buffalo Wild Wings, you get 10% off on Chase's side, not at Buffalo Wild Wings. They just charge you for the normal amount. It's more like a cashback feature. Now this is a feature I don't use nearly enough, and I really should, because I go out to eat a lot, and a lot of the perks on there are dining facilities. So the thing is that oftentimes me and my fiance will be sitting around, we'll be deciding that we don't want to cook and we want to go out to eat somewhere, which is bad. It's terrible for your budget, but this could save you a little bit, because if we check the coupons available, one, that'll help us narrow down where we want to go eat, because we can say, oh, well, it's 15% off this or 10% off there, so let's go to one of these places. And then in addition, we get the actual coupon. So it's something that I'm making a mental note during this deployment that make sure I use it when I get home, because it would really help us out a lot. Okay, so that's pretty much all the credit card stuff I could find that was kind of worth talking about, but I want to point out there are literally hundreds of different benefits for credit cards. So if you have credit cards, literally type in the name of your credit card and then benefits, and take advantage of as much of it as you can, because your credit card companies are taking advantage of you. I mean, they want as much money out of you as they can get, so you get as much stuff out of them as you can get. So we're going to move on to cell phones. Now, I have T-Mobile as my cell phone carrier. With T-Mobile, we get free Netflix, which is honestly, I mean, I know it's not a huge budget thing for most people, but it's nice for me because that's a benefit for having them, because I was going to have them anyway, and this is just a way I can save money with them. And then the last thing I want to talk about is car insurance. Now, car insurance I find has a lot of very interesting benefits for it. One of the best is free roadside assistance. So one day I got a flat tire. Now I know how to change a flat tire, but it was raining and I decided I don't want to change a flat tire today. I just don't want to get out. I don't want to sit in the rain in Florida when it's like, pouring down, super storming outside in its regular afternoon storm during the summer. So I called roadside assistance. It took me like 20 minutes to get there. Once I got there, that guy went out there in the rain. He had his truck block half of the lane to provide safety for himself, which, looking back on it, even though I was feeling lazy at the time, was probably the safest thing to do, is let him come in because he had the lights and stuff. He changed my flat tire and we went. No problem. Roadside assistance also includes towing. A different time my car broke down in my driveway and I tried to fix it. I couldn't, so after getting frustrated with it, I'm like, I'm just going to have to tow it to a shop. Well, I got free towing all the way to the shop. No problem whatsoever. There is a caveat to that a buddy of mine found out. They will not tow your vehicle if it's more than like 25 feet from a public road. So in this particular instance, we were going to a bombing range. This was when we were in the Navy, and this was a Navy-related event. We were going into the bombing range, and it's all private land. So it's a dirt road, and he got his little Jetta stuck on one of the like dirt inclines or whatever. So the truck came, but then he had to pay the actual truck cash, or I think he did with a check or something, because once you hit the private road, the truck does charge you. So just keep that in mind for roadside assistance type stuff. Since we're talking about car insurance, I want to reiterate that most car insurance policies, or at least any type of non-minimal coverage policy, has free rental coverage. So make sure you check into that, especially if you're somebody who rents cars a lot. Like, I'm always in a rental car because I'm always traveling. Usually my company will pay for the car, but I still have to cover all the extra stuff. So I usually don't get any of that stuff because my insurance will cover it. Okay, another interesting thing. If my car is in the repair shop or damaged or anything like that, but let's say my car is just in the shop for 4 or 5 days while getting something done, my insurance will cover up to 10 days of rental car. I want to say free, but it's not free. It's just part of the policy. So it's something I've only used one time, but I really enjoyed it and I was really happy with it. Now, the caveat is that you usually get like a subcompact or a little compact car or something, but that's fine. It's free, and while my Jeep was getting worked on for a couple days, I had a car drive, so it was good. I liked it. And the final thing I want to talk about is something that's kind of interesting because people kind of overlook it. A lot of insurance companies will cover your windshield. Like, if your windshield's cracked, I know this happens a lot in the South where pebbles get kicked up and just right into the windshield and causes like, oh, just a little dent or a crack. Well, what they normally don't replace the windshield, what they will do is just, fill the hole and stuff and make it look nice. And that will also keep it secure and safe for long-term stuff. And I didn't know this until I called, but my insurance company covered it, not as part of the insurance, like it's part of the policy, is that they're just, they will make a phone call to the people they're contracted with, and they come out to your house, by the way, and they fix it up. No problem. So overall, it was pretty nice. No real problems with it, and it also didn't charge me a deductible, and my premiums didn't go up or anything like that. Alright guys, I was hoping this video would be very comprehensive, but what I found out was that there are a lot of hidden benefits in life when it comes to like saving money and stuff like that. And honestly, I just didn't have the ability to make a 4-hour-long video going over every possible thing. So I talked about the ones that mainly affect me, hoping that you guys could take from that. However, please, if I don't know about something, or if you get some benefits that you want to share, please put it down in the comment section. What I'll do is I'll mention it in another video so we can all share that, because we're all trying to help each other out here. I'm not an expert on any of this. We're all just trying to, save money and achieve our goals. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you all learned something. If you liked it, give me a like or a share or subscribe. Guys, stay safe and keep saving.